Hi, it's Michelle Kennedy from James Law, and we're here today with Craig Green from Northbridge Property.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you, Craig?
Good, thanks, Michelle.
So you've been really busy with your new developments.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on the shore at the moment. Two completely separate retail blocks. One in Rosedale Road, which is going to be essentially one of the largest Asian-orientated shopping centres in the North Shore. It's a new modern version of what was an old tired North Coast shopping centre. Stage 1 comprises of Taiping supermarket taking approximately 2,000 square metres, and we're doing an additional 2,000 square metres of supporting retail shops. That's in the Stage 1. Stage 1 actually, which is now 100% sold out. Stage 2 we're just starting marketing on now, which comprises of another 20 shops, another approximately 2,000 square metres of retail. All supporting amenities for the Asian community on the North Shore, which most of you know is expanding rapidly.
So in Stage 1, when is that due for completion and construction?
Stage 1 earthworks are underway now, and we're expecting that to be complete around about August this year. Stage 2, we are in for resource consent now, and would like to think that that's going to follow suit fairly quickly. However, Stage 1 did take us 12 months to get resource consent, and we believe that now that we have Stage 1 away, resource consent should not be such an issue for Stage 2, and we should hopefully get into the ground this side of winter, so we can take advantage of the construction season and get out of the ground.
Excellent. So in Stage 1, what sort of tenants have you got there at the moment?
There's a mix of tenants. Obviously Taiping, which is probably Auckland's largest Asian supermarket, is in 2,000 square metres. Then we've got a raft of different uses, ranging from cafes, restaurants, and also a variety of mixed-use retail. So it's been relatively successful.
So what sort of businesses do you think will be going well in the Stage 2 that you're really looking for?
I see it a continuation of Stage 1. Really, the entire centre to date has been sold and leased to 100% of the Asian community, varying from predominantly Chinese, but also Korean and Indian.
Brilliant. And do you have any medical people there, or?
The one medical user that we do have on site is a herbal goods.
Excellent. So it's positioned on Rosedale Road.
Yes, Rosedale Road's part of Rosedale Industrial Estate, and it's just off Constellation Drive and at close proximity to the Albany Centre.
It only takes about 15 k's away from Auckland City, the CBD. So from Albany, did you know that?
Yeah, it would be 15 k's,
yeah.
And that would be 15 minutes at best, really.
Mm-hmm. And it's surrounded by awesome schools, like we've got Kristen College and Westlake. So they're all popular school zones, so it's a great place to live too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a very good, safe environment, and as the crow flies, it's probably only approximately 500 metres away from Rangitoto College, actually.
Excellent.
Is the closest.
And that's got a 10 decile 10, hasn't it?
It's up there, yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And Albany has the largest shopping centre in New Zealand, doesn't it? So that's really where...
I'm not sure. Is it the largest?
It is the largest. We did some research this morning, and it's the largest in New Zealand.
Yeah. That's the Westfield.
Yeah, so basically we're going to talk about your next development as well, which is in Corinthian, which is right next door to the Albany Mega Centre, isn't it?
Yes, Corinthian Retail, which is closer to Albany itself. Again, as the crow flies, is probably only 300 or 400 metres away from Westfield Shopping Centre. Again, it's a two-stage development. The first stage consists of approximately 15 units, around 1,500 square metres of retail. Stage 2, again, is approximately 2,500 square metres of retail, and that includes a 1,000 metre supermarket, which we are looking for an owner-occupier or a tenant for that as an anchor tenant at the current time. We have had varying interests and believe that it will be gone relatively soon, which will underpin the balance of the retail in that development.
Now, you mentioned something to me before that about supermarkets and how hard it's going to be to have one on the North Shore.
Yeah, the new Unity plan that is proposed by Auckland City Council is going to take away fringe retail from the main centres. So it's going to make it more difficult to get consent if it is out of a main centre. So whereas a lot of the Asians throughout Auckland, their communities are striving in fringe areas, that's going to be a lot more difficult to achieve. So we have managed to get our resource consent in just prior to the close, which happens on the 28th of February, for the new plan. It's not completely ruling out that there will be other developments in fringe areas, but it's going to make it a hell of a lot more costly, certainly a lot more time effective, and the chances are these won't proceed in a hurry because of the hurdles and obstacles that will be put in place by Auckland City Council.
So what is sort of the asking price of an average shop in the Corinthian shopping centre?
Corinthian Retail, our shops there start at around about 540,000 and go through to, for some of the larger cafes, around about 1.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
So they're sort of all in that mix. And Rosedale, which again is very similar, I think they started around about $400,000 and go through to, depending on what the client really requires.
So you're looking for tenants, plus you're looking for investors?
Definitely tenants and owner-occupiers. To date, approximately 50% of our pre-sales have gone to investors. There's a very, very strong investor market out there. There is also a very strong tenant market out there. So we are catering for both, and we're one of the few companies that does sell as well as lease. Mm-hmm. So it's a good opportunity for people to get in at ground level and purchase these units off the plans.
Yes, well, our company and other companies have actually sold quite a few for you in the past. You've been going for, how long have you been in Northbridge?
Yeah, we've been around for a while, developing on the North Shore now for in excess of 12 years. Done a lot of office, retail and design and builds. So we've got a fairly good track record of, and we always build to a much higher level and quality.
Absolutely.
Than is really required, but it reflects on us, and it's certainly helped us move forward over the years.
I found it a pleasure to sell your properties because they've gone through intense due diligence and they stand up to all earthquake codes and everything that's really relative to someone that's looking to invest wisely.
Well, thanks for that, Michelle.
Yeah.
But we take pride in the product we deliver. We have never had a development with any leaky home syndromes. Whereas there's you don't have to go far around Auckland to see a lot of buildings covered in shrink wrap to see what sort of problem that's been over the years.
So what is what is your favourite building that you've built that you'd be the most proud of?
Well, we've got a lot of good buildings,
You do?
But one that a lot of the public can relate to here is the 3M building, which is a 4-star green building, again in Apollo Drive, and actually it borders on the boundary of the Rosedale Retail. Mm-hmm. Again, another building that we are in the final throes of completion is a specialised renal unit for Waimea District Health Board, so essentially a specialised hospital, and that's in its final throes of, we should have code compliance for it in the next few days. So yeah, it's...
So you've got 3 retail developments happening at the moment.
We've got 2 retail. We've just finished one retail down in Apollo Drive. We've done numerous other retails around the area, as we've always specialised on the North Shore. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what about Orchard Park?
Orchard Park essentially is stage 2 of the Corinthian Retail. That's a large chunk of land, approximately just under 2 acres, which borders the Albany Expressway, hugely high profile position, and this is where we have the supermarket proposed for.
Okay, and what about a preschool? Is there any opportunities there, or?
Well, funnily you should say that. We are in the process of working drawings for a childcare facility which also adjoins the Corinthian Retail, next door to the Orchard Park Retail. So there will be a childcare in place for 125 children there.
And is that already gone, or is it available?
No, that has been leased.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, other projects that we're very happy with that we've completed in the past are the head office for the likes of Billabong.
Wow.
Also, we've completed projects for the head office and distribution for Makita. Samsung, before they moved into their new premises up on Warehouse Way, they were up in Apollo Drive. And various other buildings. We've built around about 50 freestanding office buildings in various office parks.
Excellent. Well, it's lovely for your time today, and I know you're busy.
Yes,
and
thank you.
Look, we'd like to, if you'd like more information, please call me on 021 886 089, and we'd love to give you some more information, price lists or specifications.
Look, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, most
Lovely.
appreciated.
Bye.